Been doing a number of videos on what guitarists sound like, just stripped down bare without a band or assistance or complicated signal chains or post-production work or anything of that nature. Just guitarists sitting in a room playing through a small amp or an acoustic guitar with no audience and no band to see what do they actually sound like. And so far I've done David Gilmour, I've done Ted Nugent, and I've done Alex Lifeson. And at the same time that I've been doing those videos, I've also done a number of videos exploring the question of whether or not Nancy Wilson is a top tier guitarist, whether or not she is a great guitar player. And I've done 3 videos on her, and they've all gotten quite a lot of views, and they've also generated quite a bit of debate. So there are 2 distinct sides. There are people who say she's a great guitarist, and she's more than deserving of her status and reputation. And then there are those who say she's just not a great guitar player, period. She gets by basically on looks and on the fact that she's in a legendary band. Now, I have argued the entire time that she is a really good guitar player, and the reason that people overlook her talent and abilities and skill is because she is primarily an acoustic guitar player. I don't say it's because she's a woman or because she's in a pop band or because she doesn't shred. I think it's because she primarily expresses herself through the acoustic guitar. And I don't think people have anything against acoustic guitars. I just think they're biased toward electric guitar, especially when you're talking about classic rock. Now, with that said, let's see what Nancy Wilson sounds like, just stripped down bare, playing an acoustic guitar with no band, no audience, and no embellishments. Here we go, here she is. So in that particular clip, what she calls Silver Wheels, which is the introduction to Crazy on You, what I want you to pay attention to in there is the rhythm of her picking and the fluidity of her chord changes, as well as the musicality of the notes the guitar is singing. If you think that it is easy to do this just because she's not shredding, you're quite mistaken. I have been playing the acoustic guitar for a very, very long time, and it would take much practice for me to play that simple introduction as well as she does. It wouldn't take very long for me to learn how to play it. It's just basically A minor with a couple of variations thrown into it. But to play it with that sense of rhythm that she has there, and the touch and the articulation, as well as I say, the overall musicality of the piece, it has a lot to do with the approach that a classical guitarist has, or a flamenco guitarist, or even a chicken picking guitarist, in the sense that you're incorporating the rhythm of the guitar into the melody so that it's almost seamless. And this is very difficult to do, and it's a distinct and very important talent. And this is why Nancy Wilson is considered to be a brilliant guitar player, not because she can shred a billion miles an hour, but because she can put so much musicality into her playing. I would also like to point out that she wrote the song. So in addition to being able to compose a piece of music that is that resonant with people, that has endured for this many years and has excited so many listeners, she's also able to play it better than anybody else can play it. And I think that is the mark of a truly accomplished guitarist. So whether we're talking about David Gilmour, or Jimmy Page, or B.B. King, or Peter Frampton, or even someone like Buckethead or John Five, what they've done is they've created a way to show their particular personality and their particular character through the expression of the guitar. And Nancy Wilson's done the same thing. Her character and her personality is one that's based around using the guitar as a purely singing, musical, rhythmic expression rather than a vehicle for showing pyrotechnical dexterity, even though there's a lot of dexterity involved in what she's doing. The picking pattern, for example, in just that little piece is very difficult to pull off, and I don't know any guitarist personally that could do it as well as she does. The last thing that I want to point out here, that clip I played of her is from an instructional video where she's showing how to play the song. So it gives you a chance to really hear her touch and the way that she is able to play with fluidity even when she's playing the song at what's basically 3/4 speed. So if you were to hear her play that same song live, or if you go back and listen to the studio version of it, the tempo's a little bit quicker. So I just wanted to point that out, because it's not that she can't play it at a faster tempo, it's that she's deliberately playing it slow in this case. Anyway, this is what I think, but what really matters is what you think. So if you have an idea about this or any other topic connected to classic or contemporary music, please drop it in the section below. And remember to like and subscribe. Also, I'd like to point out that there's a join button available for those of you who would like to support the site. If you choose to join, you'll get access to members-only polls, members-only videos, and members-only badges. So check those out. You can also support the site by clicking on the Buy Me a Coffee link, going over to the Buy Me a Coffee site, and making a donation. Every little bit helps this channel survive. Thanks a lot.